Okay, hi everyone. Hope you are doing well. My name is Javad, and actually today I'm going to explain one of the method that I believe that is straightforward and the most um, convenient method that you can use for running your simulation on GADi NCI. So we have two different methods. One of them is that just submitting your job through some script that I will explain that later. But as I mentioned, the easiest one, I believe that is this one, is the method that today I'm gonna talk about that. So as you know, the NCI is the National Computing actually infrastructure, Australia. And one of the server that is very useful, that is very fast, powerful is that the GADi. So just to have access to GADi and the NCI for the Macquarie University students, so you have to apply through the form that you can ask the IT team to provide that link, or even you can ask your supervisor to provide that link, and then you can just use that. So in that link, you can see that there are two different form, tier 1 and tier 2. So if it's the first time that you are using the NCI, so you need just to apply for the tier 1, and after the tier 1 for the other rounds, you need just to apply for tier 2. So the point that I missed to mention at the same time, or even before that, you have to go to my NCI. Let me just show you. Okay, for example, here. So you can see that my .nci. Oh, sorry, it's a spelling. It's typo. Yep, it's here, and you can just go there. You can see that it's NCI and my NCI. You can, and you have to just create an account, and then you need just to define your project, and you need just to upload your proposal. You need just to prepare a brief proposal regarding your project, and then you can just, after that, you can just apply for the tier 1 and tier 2. You need to know that we in each year we have 4 quarters that start from the January, February, and the March every 3 months. And we say that the first quarter, second, third, and the fourth quarter. So for each quarter, you have to apply the tier after the just let's see that you just finish your tier 1 allocation, and then for this for the next rounds, so you have to apply for the tier 2 for that quarter. It's based on my understanding and my experience. So the other point that I have to mention, I think I just cover almost important points. And for use the HPC high performance computing servers like the NCI, you need just to install the WinSCP, that's this one, and also the PuTTY. The WinS, if you just Google them, you can just easily download them and install them. And there is no specific setting that you need just to consider. After just installing the WinSCP, you need just to apply some setting that actually a bit later I will point them out. Very quickly regarding WinSCP, WinSCP provides the interface between your computer and the HPC servers. So here and the, let me just maybe you can just, yeah. Here on the left side, you can see that is my, for example, OneDrive or even your own computer. And on the right-hand side, you can see that, yes, it's your HPC. For example, you can just conduct that to the HPC, but it's again it shows my actually cloud OneDrive because I have not imported and logged in to one of the servers. So just through the dragging one file or even copy the file, and then you can just paste it here. So you can have your own folder and just transfer your data. So to log in after installing, for example, the GADi, so you have a username. My username is that JM 5483. The host name, but is the same, is constant for everyone. So it's the gadi.nci.org.au. The port number is 22, and also you can just import your and insert your password. And if you are just doing for the first time here, there is one option. The button is, I think, the save. So if you put the save, let me just show you. It's like this. When you put the save, yep, you need just to activate the save password, and that's it. Then you can just log in. Let me just log in my GADi. If you are using the GADi and even you are not at university, that doesn't matter. So you can just connect the GADi. But for our in-house HPC, such as particular servers, it's totally different. You need just to install the Macquarie VPN, and then you can just connect to the servers through the Venus CP. So, for example, here, let me just show you. If you just click here, is your home, is my 576. I think it's for the Macquarie, and here you can see that the various users is my, for example, actually home, and you can just create some files here. For example, I just creating one folder as a test, for example, for today, and I need some file like a FLUENT file, for example. I need to find that. Maybe transient, no, it's for the second method. Uh, okay. For example, here is just one case file, case and data. It's up to you. If you have the case file, you can only just use the case file. So here you can see that test, and through the dragging, I can just transfer the triple F1. Maybe it takes time, I'm not sure. Let's see. It's thinking, it's a bit slow. Okay, as you can see, I transferred the file here. And the next step is that you need just to go to this address, are.nci.org.au. So you need just to log in, and after that, you can just go to, there are some different options here that are really fantastic. You can see that the Python or the RStudio, different actually software are available here. So you can just use them, or even you can have your virtual desktop. You have two types of the virtual desktop, without the GPU or with GPU. To be honest, at the moment, I don't need the GPU, so I will select this one because it's actually cheaper than this one. Also, if you have a question regarding that, your allocation and how you can just estimate your allocation, the unit here is that the KSU, the K is the kilo, and the S is the service. So you need just to Google it through the KSU and also NCI. You will see that there are some information, and you can just use them for calculate your allocation. And also you can see that there is a GADi terminal. It's like the PuTTY that I will explain that maybe for the next method for using NCI. But let me just show you. It looks like a PuTTY, and you can just use that. Okay, so for the virtual desktop, if you click that, you have to define the configuration. So the maximum wall time is 48. So you should just keep it in mind. And the queue always should be normal, because we have the, I think, two other, here you can see the at 4 different methods. The express, it means that because it's just based on the queue-based server, you need just to be in queue, and when there is a slot, available slot, so you can use that one. But if you use the other method, if they are available for your user, but they will just actually they will cost you, and it's better that you use the normal one. And in other words, you must use the normal one. So the compute size, here you can see that there are different configuration, but even you can just use the custom. For example, I'm using the 28 CPUs with the 126 giga or as a memory. What is your project? As I mentioned, you have to define your project, your proposal on my NCI, and then here you can see that your project. So here you can see that I am involved in different projects. So there is a list of my project. Where is your storage? You can just define that where is your storage, or even if you don't know, you can just here insert that your home directory. And even in this directory, let me just show you. It's your home directory. Sorry, it's your home directory. And even your file is too large and you need extra space, extra storage. So you can go to Scratch and use, for example, create maybe your project. I can see that my only my project here, and you can use this space. But again, you should just be aware of this point that I think I'm not sure, maybe a quarter, about 100 days. So all of the file will be removed. So don't keep your file on Scratch, but you can keep them on your home directory, and no one actually removed your file. So here you can just define your storage, and if you use the software, so yes, you need just to use your and define your software is that ANSYS macquarie. To use the, for example, the Fluent or the ANSYS, you need just to send a request through email to Richard Miller. So yeah, let me just write it here. Uh, uh, yes, Richard Miller. Uh, Miller. Yep. And so you can just ask him just to add you in our macquarie license, ANSYS license. And yeah, that's it. And the second, and the last option is that if you can just activate and tick this box, it means that whenever your session starts, you will receive one email. That is, I recommend you just to use this option. So you can see that maybe a bit slow today. Yep, here you can see that I'm running 3 sessions at the same time. So you can just parallelly use the different nodes. And here, as you can see, it's a queue. I'm in the queue and I'm waiting for actually the available slot. So the time requested is 48, created at the date and the time, and it's my session ID. And I should just wait for any slot. Yep, it's quickly. It's turning to running. So you need just to launch your desktop, virtual desktop. Yeah, it's your desktop. Here again, you can see that the GADi terminal and your computer. Even here, you can see that your home directory, and you can just transfer some file, anything here, or your test file. You need just to open the GADi, terminal GADi. And if you type ls, you can see that the list of the available file in that directory, in the current directory. If you don't know your current directory, you need just to type pwd. Yes, it's your home. It's, for example, it's my home directory. So you need just to load your ANSYS file. So to load that, you can just use this one, the module load ANSYS. You can change that based on the version that you would like. You cannot paste that. Also, you should type it load. Let me just have a look. Yes. R2, for example. Yes. And then you need just to load your license. So I think the license difference should be here. Yes, ANSYS underscore license. Underscore license in queue. Yes, it works. And then if you only just type the Fluent, you will see that yes, it works. So you can see that it's like the same that you need for your Fluent file. So here you can just specify the number of CPU or your core here, double precision, and then you can just start that one. Let me just start it. It's the same that you can have all of the option in your own computer, in your Fluent file, Fluent software. There are some errors such as the GPU. So I think I should have deactivated them, but I forgot. Maybe we got some issue. So maybe, yes, I can just do it again, the Fluent file. So let me just have a look at the different options here. Okay, number of the GPU, you can just type at 0 and start. Okay, it's the same. It's the same as your Fluent software. So for example, you need just to go to the file read. Today is a bit slow. Okay, and as you can see here, you can see that the test folder, you can just select and open your file, and you can do whatever you want with your Fluent file. Okay, it's just for the Fluent file. For the OpenFOAM, it's the same, or for a star CCM, for example, I have actually run and even the FDS, I have run these for software on NCI GADi and even the RStudio or the Python. So let me just show you. Okay, just for the OpenFOAM, all of the steps are similar, except that for just selecting and defining the configuration on the NCI GADi. So instead of the, for example, ANSYS macquarie, you can just select nothing or even the OpenFOAM. But because you don't have any license here, so you don't need to define that. Let me just show you what I mean exactly. Don't want to confuse you. I mean that when you are just defining your virtual desktop setting, so because the OpenFOAM is the open source software, so you don't need just to define that here. So you can just leave it blank, that's fine. And then you can just launch that. That's it, it's the same. So then you need just to, I can just open a new terminal. So you need just to load your OpenFOAM. You can just see the list of available modules. For example, module load OpenFOAM 9. Yes, it's working, and that's it. Then you can just run your simulation through just defining your solver, for example, the reacting form. So you can see that, yes, it is working. And that's it, is for the OpenFOAM. And if you are using the star CCM, it should be the same as the Fluent, ANSYS Fluent, and that's it. So actually your application always is granted for a specific allocation. So to know about the status of your allocation, you need just to type NCI underscore and account. If you press tab, you can see that the rest of the command. So here you can see that for this project, for this quarter, it means that the third quarter, I actually I still have this value over 180 KSU for the September that I'm just recording this video. So that's all you need to run your simulation. Hope you will find this recorded video, the tutorial, useful. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for your time.